Well, it turns out America struck back. This is a special opening to Whimsu Live because, well, it's not live. This is a story that is moving so fast I can't realistically make any video about it. So instead, I'm making very quick videos at the beginning of these streams. I'll be doing a normal stream after this, but for the time being, I guess let's talk about Activision Blizzard. This might be the final day of the Activision Blizzard acquisition merger thing, because I guess tomorrow, or Friday, July 14th at midnight, is a deadline of sorts. Not the deadline in which Microsoft needs to pay $3 billion if they don't close the deal, but a deadline for the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals to, well, it's complicated. We're really waiting until tomorrow night to find out exactly what's going to happen, so it doesn't really make a ton of sense to dedicate this stream to Microsoft Activision stuff, although I'm completely willing to answer any questions about it, if I can. One final note for anybody that isn't a fan of these live streams, well, don't worry, I have scripted content on the way. I'm not giving up on that. I'm just, like I was saying, I have videos coming that's gonna be real stuff. What's... For anybody that's not a fan of these streams, well, don't worry, I have Give me a sec. For anybody that's not a fan of these streams, don't worry, I have actual scripted content coming. I'm not giving up on that just because I'm doing streaming. Yes, I know YouTube doesn't let you filter between subscriptions of the subscription feed, and that sucks, I get it. But, sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna go play some video games now. Yeah, hi everybody. What an intro. You know, if I would have just put the time into making a scripted video instead of making that intro, I think it would have probably made a lot more sense. But no, today I've been working on a scripted video all day, wanted to get it out. Didn't get it out. It was not that. Shutting right now, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna make a actual video here, well, hopefully tomorrow it gets out. Say the line. Yeah. I wish this whole thing was scripted. Thank you. That's something you can do when you're an animated cat. I do plan on covering all this stuff. What's up with the Ninth District Court? It's all... Like, that's the thing, is this thing's almost over. This whole, I'm sorry. This whole thing's almost completely over, and I don't really want to, focus too much time on talking about, like, the exact legal details, other than tomorrow at midnight, we'll probably know the, how this is all gonna end up. You know, you're gonna see a bunch of videos tomorrow about it. I just, I wasn't gonna make a video about this case until it's over, and then I'll do a big thing. Make more music? I will, yeah. Once this deal's over. I think, yeah. What are you guys feeling about this deal? Because I know, like, the thing is, I think, I got some accusations. I got people thought I was a Sony pony in the last video, and that warmed my heart. I don't think I've gotten that, I don't think I've been called that before. I haven't really been called an Xbox fanboy before. Can I move around more? That'd be difficult. like in the game or in real life. Neither's an option. So I'm trying to focus on the Goofy's moral lesson, yeah. Is everything good with the audio? I tried to fix it up for everyone because there was a big compression issue before. The plan for these streams is eventually I want to be able to do just a, you know, actual news stream in real time and not have to... Like, I'm still going to do scripted content, but I want to increase the production value as much as possible. It's the end goal here. Do I want Microsoft to win? I don't really care that much. I mean, I think like anti-competitive stuff is like, you know, that's an issue. Antitrust stuff, I'm always concerned. I just don't really like Activision. I would like if somebody could just, you know, get them to make, I don't know, a Spyro or a Crash. I know some people that really want the deal to go through to a little. It's like it's a little bit excessive amounts. It's like I don't care if it goes through that much. It's not gonna ruin my day. If it doesn't go through, I guess that's actually more interesting in terms of the videos I could make. But oh, thank you so much, Alex Mercer. Only reason why I'm actually excited for the deal is one game in particular. What game is that? Is that Prototype? I'm assuming for your name. Also, great vids, man. You and Pointless Sub are great. Well, thank you. I'll let Cody know you said that. I'm assuming it's Prototype. Audio great. Yeah, that's what I spent all day doing yesterday because I was working on a script. It's a script about game budgets. Talking about video game budgets. Something I could not do in a live stream. And trying to find a way that I could make these videos faster, because I don't think I talk about this too much. The reason I started streaming is I have Knowledge Husk, and I've started working with Cody with Alternate History Hub. It just doesn't make any sense to, you know, spend all this time making videos, especially on news topics that will be outdated by the time the video's made. So, yeah, I'm trying to find a way around that, and I don't want to be just like, you know, a purely streaming channel, of course. There's so much stuff I can't talk about if I'm just a streaming channel. But this is a good way to, you know, talk to you guys. I think, I'm sorry, I'm trying. If I ever look like I'm sucking at the game really hard, it's because I gotta look at the screen and look at the chat. I feel like I gotta move my TV. Hey. Alex Mercer, thank you. Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean... That's what I mean. People forget Activision Blizzard was a... They tried. They were really doing a... Like, Cody's gonna... I can't spoil what Cody's gonna stream. He's gonna stream an Activision game here pretty soon. And... I'm sorry, I gotta put my chair out. Gotta put my chair out, guys. I'm sucking. Voiceover work? I have if I mean, if I could, I think people have asked for, like, game mods, and I always try to... I want to get back to them, but my mic quality is always garbage. Like, right now, even, I'm using, it's a sports broadcaster mic. It's not a real, like, XL... Well, it is an XLR mic, but it's not like a you know, the kind of fancy mic you do for that kind of stuff. Have I ever imagined this much success streaming? I didn't imagine any success streaming. Last time I streamed with friends was, 5 years ago. I had 10 concurrent viewers, and it was the most stressful thing for me because I felt like I needed to kind of always be doing something entertaining, doing something wacky, instead of missing every shot. I'm sorry, my mouse is falling over. CTR is probably coming to PC. I mean, now at this point, this is how it happens, I guess. Emergency alert system scenarios, yeah. I don't like how you just used all my money up. That was a little bit lame video game. That was on my end, but... any good ways to get Animal Fan RDR2? I only played the first... I need to play it again. When I was playing RDR2, I got distracted by something. Mike sounds great, thank you. Yeah, that was the plan yesterday. Was so the last few days it's been set. I go back through the streams, it sounds so bad. You know, it doesn't sound remotely close to the videos because it's a different mic than I. Well, now I can use this mic for videos, but Activision games on Game Pass. That's the thing that's got me kind of excited. It's like I don't have to pay. I do feel. Don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot of bad things that can happen from this kind of deal. I think a lot of people are, you know, I don't consider myself on the Xbox or PlayStation side of the console war because I'm primarily a PC gamer, but I do think the idea of Game Pass, you know, not having to pay for Activision games that is an appealing prospect. Like I think some people have suggested Call of Duty actually being a part of the Steam sale might be because of that. Mario Kart will ever be remade, re-released? Maybe this next one. I mean, Mario Kart 8 was re-released. That's the one. That's the popular one now. They'll probably remake that one. I don't imagine they're gonna remake. I don't think they're gonna make a Mario Kart 9 like a proper one. Like they put too much into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The whole industry will get bought out. I mean, some people think that this case closing could be the precedent for that. But I'm not really. I don't think so. I think this is the biggest deal we'll ever see. You know, there really isn't much bigger unless you're getting like, I don't know, Apple buying Nintendo. That can't really happen for somewhat obvious reasons. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people take some of this stuff a little bit too far with the Activision case. Like I know there's no real console war stuff, but like, calm down, everybody. It's just Activision, just Bobby boy. Man, why am I sucking today? Oh, it's because I'm not going for items. Am I an RPG guy? I mean, I am. I think my favorite RPG of all time. Like, how do you define RPG? I suppose. Ultima 1 is great as a simple RPG. Dragon Warriors, Dragon Quest, the first one is a great NES one. In terms of modern ones, like, I'm gonna say it. I actually like Diablo 4 quite a bit. I don't like it as much as, say, Torchlight 2. I was really into Torchlight 2. It feels a little simplistic compared to that in terms of the combat, but pound for pound, love it. Surprisingly, for a Blizzard Activision game in 2023. What is my favorite movie? I don't actually know what my favorite movie would be. I like Eraserhead. I think Eraserhead's a pretty swell film. You think Sega or Ubisoft will be bought by anyone? I thought Sega was going to be bought by Microsoft for the last, like, 4 years. Sony has... So Sony right now has... what do they have? I saw somebody... I responded to it on Twitter, but I thought it was mean. It's some guy said, like, oh man, they're gonna buy Take-Two. Sony's gonna buy Take-Two. It's like, no, Sony's not... They're not that big of a company. They don't... You know, there's you can't just take market share and just be like, yep, the company's definitely going to use, you know, their market share is bigger than this other company's market share, therefore they're going to buy it out. Doesn't work that way. I mean, there's wacky ways acquisitions can happen, but no. Sony's at most, I don't think they can afford Square. I don't think they can afford Capcom with, like, the money they've allocated towards acquisitions, but maybe next year or the year after that they could. They're spending a lot of money on video games fiscal year 2024. Most of it's actually on live service games, surprisingly. Eraserhead is really good. It's I'm trying to get my brother to watch it, but I didn't because he was having a kid, and the movie's like you don't want to show that movie to somebody who's having a kid. I think now I could show it to him though. The argument was the Switch isn't an actual console because of its handheld, lower performance hardware compared to the Xbox PlayStation. Judge said she understood those arguments. Oh, that's in response to someone else. Yeah, that whole thing, like, when it comes to what I actually stand, I think I could easily see this going both ways. Like, in terms of what... I'm not a lawyer, again. That should be clear. But in terms of, like, antitrust law, the biggest issue here is it's Microsoft. And Microsoft in the 90s got in a lot of trouble for antitrust stuff. It's also the fact that it's a $70 billion company being bought out by such a large company, which is honestly unprecedented. Like, imagine if, for comparison, we're talking about Apple, say, buying Disney 10 years ago. You know, that would have raised antitrust concerns as well. I do think that, honestly, I think the FTC was somewhat inept at their... I've heard a lot of people say they're arguing for pro-Sony instead of pro-consumer, which is probably true. But, like, my question is, what is pro-consumer in this case? You know, is Microsoft going to take all Blizzard Activision games off of, except for Call of Duty, off of PlayStation? That's the question. You know, I don't want to say definitively yes or no, but considering the only game anyone's talked about is Call of Duty, I think it's hard for me to imagine that we're getting the Hexen remake on PlayStation. Do you trust Whimsu to be your lawyer? I'm an expert in bird law, that's what they tell me. I could see Sony buying Square as well, like, but it almost gets to a point where it'd be, I know it sounds lame, but it'd be so boring. Like, they already kind of own Square. Like, it'd be just kind of boring for, like, how the console war goes. I'm not saying, like, you know, of course, if it was up to me, there'd be no such thing as exclusives, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, there has to be exclusives. Make it interesting. You know. What's going on? Oh, hi, Luigi. FTC tried to... It's just a bunch of FTC stuff. It's not all that important. We'll find out tomorrow if the deal's over. Probably by midnight. I'll do a big fancy stream for it if it happens or if it doesn't happen. If it doesn't happen, like, I've already kind of made that video on Knowledge Husk, which sucks. And that was kind of a joke video, kind of not. I think I said, like, Phil Spencer would, like, go scorched earth. I actually don't know what would happen at this point. I know Jez Corden. Man, if you guys know Jez Corden of Windows Central, he seems to know. He knows what I'm thinking. And my thoughts are really kind of too spicy on that. I think something not good happens to Xbox if they don't get Activision Blizzard. And I think Corden knows that. A lot of people are telling him he's dooming and glooming. It's like, I don't think it's doom and glooming. I think it's just the economics of the situation. But I do think that, I'm assuming the deal's going to go through. That would be astonishing if it didn't go through at this point. What a roller coaster it's been. Sony buys Embracer, that's the smartest thing they could do. Well, maybe not from like a business... The smartest thing they can do, sadly, is they want live services. They want growth. And I'm not saying Sony should buy Embracer. Again, I don't like exclusive. I don't even use my PlayStation that much. But it's like if they had to buy somebody, I'm gonna see them, because they can't buy Lucid. Somebody bought Lucid today. That was weird. But I guess they already partnered with Microsoft more, so that was out of the question. Housemark they acquired already. Probably for the... Imagine if someone else bought Housemark. Everyone should have more of the indie market, but everyone wants growth. Everybody wants the live services. You know, everybody wants the mobile. Like, Xbox is going for mobile. Sony's going for live services. And for people, if you're watching the stream, I'm assuming that's not going to be what you want. That's not what I want, at least. You know, again, like, think about it. Sony spent, what was it? So, however many billions they spent on Bungie. They're not making those games exclusive because they just do not care. They need the growth. They don't have to acquire someone. Yeah, no one has to acquire them. What's Lucid? I believe they made Destruction All-Stars, which was a massive failure for the... more than it should have been. It wasn't the worst game ever made. It was just a terrible marketing strategy. Why do I love PC so much? Because it's faster. To be honest, it's the games. It's like, say take Risk of Rain 2. I want to play Risk of Rain 2 with a friend. He's on Xbox. The DLC never released for Xbox, so we can't play it. To be fair, I mean, the game on multiplayer crashes constantly anyway, but it's like, there's a lot of games that it feels like they come to PC first. Because I'm not really into the AAA stuff that much. And most of the games I play are on PC, and then within a few years they come to console. Prefer PC and console. I still use my Xbox. I haven't used my PlayStation in a while, and most of it's because I like waiting. I like waiting and just playing all the PlayStation games at once. Like, I haven't played Horizon 2, I haven't played God of War 2. I'll probably buy Returnal on the PC. I might stream that, because I tried playing it, but I sucked so bad with controller back then. So I took like a 3-year break off a controller. I still suck at the controller. If Cartoon Network bought all the Flash games from their website in the early 2000s, it'd be over for Microsoft and Sony. Man, those were the days. That's sad. That's probably like lost media at this point. I used to play the Teen Titans fighting game, which I didn't even watch Teen Titans. This is like 20 years ago, people. But like, I had no idea what this stuff was. I was just like, oh, this is a fun fighting game. Indiana Jones 5 to be both on Disney and Paramount. Man, the whole Bob Iger stuff, man. I think I gotta do a video on that for... I wasn't gonna do anything about the writer's strike, because it's such a almost political issue right now. But, it's so interesting. It's so interesting to me. Like, what'd some dude say? He wrote for, like, She-Hulk, and he got paid, like, $350. It's like, sure, it's She-Hulk. It's probably terrible, but that's 300, like... I mean, unless you're cranking out scripts every few minutes, you know. Disney didn't know the script sucked. They paid for it either way. But it's like, if that's the going rate, there's a dude that was like, I got paid, like, you know, the residuals are so bad. If I was head writer at id Software, what would you write for the basic plot of the next Doom game? I don't know. I love the plot they set up in the last DLC. I think it's awesome. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who didn't play it, because I know a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't like the DLC. I did. I thought the story was awesome. I know Doom's not supposed to have a story, but the story they did have was... I thought it was very compelling. Wow. Just got my shot. Taxes. Blast loud Harry Potter music. I think Warner Music would kill me. They'd swat me. Writing credits are worth gold on your resume. Like, that's the thing, is like, I know a lot of people, you know, we think about the rich dudes, like the assholes, the pretentious parts of Hollywood, but it's like, you know, I gotta admit, like, again, Bob Iger makes like, what, $70K a day? Like, and he destroyed Disney, you know? You know, I'm not saying, like, solidarity and, like, go donate. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying, like, this is an interesting situation. The fact that the actors are now striking means we're going to see an interesting thing where Hollywood just ceases to exist for the next few months. And again, like, I think, that's something I gotta do a little bit more research. Is there any more, news on the strike? Yeah, I think the actors said they were striking this morning, or not this morning, this afternoon. So they're starting. So it's like, that's gonna be, that hasn't happened since the 80s, and even then I don't think it was anything like what's gonna probably happen now. Because, like, you gotta think, The studios are in a position where they're just losing money either way. They make content, they don't make content, they're losing money. So who knows what their grand plan is. I have seen the movie Bolt by Walt Disney Pictures from 2008. Seth MacFarlane quit Family Guy, is that true? Did he really still work for it? I thought he was just a voice actor for it. I'm not up to date on the Family Guy lore. What do they want? They want better residuals, because the way they used to get paid was residuals from, what's it called? Syndication. And there's no such, they don't syndicate stuff anymore. So they only pay them a one-time fee, and it is, like, from what I've seen, it is genuinely exorbitantly low. But then again, you know, I don't know all the facts, so I can't say with any definitive thing like, oh, you know, what. I gotta do a little bit more digging on it. Like, I think the biggest repercussions of this is everything's getting delayed. I don't see... I think House of the Dragon Season 2 is not getting delayed because it's a part of the UK for, like, filming. But for the most part, yeah, this is gonna be... Probably should have spent more. The ban of AI, yeah, the ban of AI, but it's like, that's, I think AI is getting, they're going hard on AI. Like, they are really going hard on AI, and, that's something that's, like, weird to me, in terms of, like, because it's like, I know the potential of it's so grand. I think they're just trying to protect themselves from this future, but I think the copyright's still up in the air on all that. Like, if you guys haven't seen, I made a video about AI arts on Knowledge Husk. I used Midjourney, and it's way better than I thought. I thought it, like, that stuff, like, looked like garbage, but, the only thing it's really useful for is making, like, photographs of, like, old things that you can't otherwise get because of libraries and public domains, which, or libraries that basically buy up things from public domains, which is, you know, pretty shitty. Last of Us ripoff on the Switch. I saw something about that. It's like, I wonder how many people bought, you know. Whimsu Live! I wish I could do something more compelling for Whimsu Live. I don't like calling these videos, like, I wanna preface the Whimsu Live part of Whimsu Live, which is code for I'm clearly sitting here playing a video game and answering the chat. Not every stream will be this. I am doing Xbox 360 console variants. Starting to work on that a little bit. I'm gonna do that with Cody. That'll be a stream. That'll be a very long, tiring stream. There's 300 Xbox 360 console variants. Yeah, this thing's, he's kind of a meanie, ain't he? Whimsu delayed. Am I delayed? Is that how it works? I interact with the chat more than most? Oh, what does most do? I don't actually watch streams. I've watched a few. I like the idea of them conceptually, like having something long to put on in the background that, you know. I like that. As I haven't watched a lot, so I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know Cody said he was streaming. I don't know if he actually did that today. Do I hate retro game resellers? I think it's like, especially now, I don't know if everyone's seen the Carl Jobst video about it. It's basically like the comic book, artificial scarcity, I'm sorry. speculation craze. It is terrible, evil stuff. I think if someone's reselling their collection genuinely, like, I have nothing against that. But I do think I despise the idea of people just buying stuff and being like, oh, we're gonna resell it because gotta make that bag. You know, I hate that. Chat is cringe. Make content daily, 24/7, AI generate. Honestly, look, put it this way, if I could, I would stream just 24/7. If that was an option. Actually, no, that is not true. If I streamed 24/7, I feel like playing video games would become the tiring part. I'd have to just, like, sit there and play Blooms. You know? My goal is always to try to get these videos out faster. If I could learn how to edit, automate the editing process. Do I have any embarrassing stories about my brother? I do, but I think he'd kill me. I can't think of anything that's like anything that would be like anything I'd want to say would be like a fun story he'd probably say for his own stuff. The 24-hour Whimsu news cycle. Whimsu gets a TV station. That's the goal. I want to be on, like, DirecTV. Just the Whimsu TV station. More than likely it moves into, like, sock puppets by day 3. I don't think I can provide 24-hour content. Wow, that hurts to look at. Oh, jeez. You gotta be kidding me. I died? I can't go through him? A membership for YouTube? Yeah, I gotta look into that. I haven't really looked into the, this thing. New Super Mario Bros. Will be... Wii is $35. Holes sequel would change everything for the better. That's what we need. It's just called More Holes. Starring Shia LaBeouf. Buys the CNN headquarters in Atlanta. I thought that Warner was gonna sell CNN last year. I don't know if the news is profitable anymore. Like, but then again, it's not like streaming's profitable either, so maybe everything's unprofitable. I should fight. You know, we should get Scott. We should get Scott in here. We should have a little match, a little fight. I'm gonna say this. I think I could take Scott the Waz on in Super Smash Bros. I think I could beat him at it. You wish the news wasn't always terrible? Well, that's some bad news for you. I want to do a video on this, but the news has kind of always been terrible. Like, I'm not talking, like, recently, like, William Randolph Hearst, you know, even. Well, the news has always been terrible. There's just a very small amount of time in world history where news was not profitable. It was seen as a public service and was provided because TV stations wanted to stay on the air. And it was, like, part of guidelines to get that, you know, frequency for your TV station. But other than that, yeah, the news has pretty much always been, since the creation of news, has never been a particularly great thing. I mean, very briefly, you had, like, the concept of, like, ethics in journalism, but even that was, frankly, just a pretty novel one at best, and it only existed if things weren't profitable. Once you introduce profit into the news, it's like, or if you need to make money, because you can't make money on objectivity. That'd be an interesting video. Yeah, I have like, my next video is about Hearst. I want to talk about Hearst, and I just don't want to overdo the part like, we almost get taught in school that William Randolph Hearst, like, created yellow journalism and sensationalism. It's like, no, he copied it from Pulitzer. And Pulitzer didn't, you know, invent lying about the news, and they were actually better than most. Hello. Optimize YouTube membership. Apparently I suck at this game. Melee. I could beat him at Melee. I can wave dash. I actually don't know if Scott the Waz could wave dash. Doing Cyberhook gang. I'm sorry, Risk of Rain. Clearly I suck at video games. Bad news sells, yeah. I'll talk about, like, I want to do a video of... It's hard to talk about the news, because every time you talk about the news, like, people are always going to assume you're talking about a specific channel, or not channel, like, a specific, partisan leaning. I do want to talk about why partisan leanings have to exist in the news. It's actually quite interesting. It's the same reason why you have console war channels, honestly. It's basically, you can sustain an audience way easier if you could reliably, like, convince them that you have, you know... Oh, I fucked that up. Do I like Super Mario Bros. Wonder? I mean, it hasn't come out yet, but I'm really hyped for it, because 2D Mario is my thing. I loved 2D Mario. I think for the 100K stream, or when I do hit 100K, I do want to play every 2D Mario game. But, man, I suck at, like, I'm gonna have to play Japanese 2, Lost Levels, as it's called here. It's like, that's gonna be rough, ain't it? Wow. There we go. Oh, this game. Yeah, it's a pretty neato game. The different forms of yellow journalism. Well, I mean, yellow journalism was just specifically Pulitzer and Hearst, because, but even the effects of yellow journalism, I think, are... I don't want to spoil too much, but they're largely sensationalized by yellow journalism, even historically. Like, the importance of yellow journalism, you know... That's all I'll say. I don't want to spoil it. I played Synthetic last night, not on stream. It's hard, man. It's really hard. Because you need, like... You need more hotkeys on your keyboard. Or at least a number pad. I don't have either of those. I like the idea you have to eject the mag every single time, but, like, it's hard. I can't use the side items. Do I have YouTuber siblings? Yeah, my, Cody, Pointless Hub, Alternate History Hub. You miss phone books? That's a sad realization. I never, in my adult life, had to use a phone book. Synthetic, yeah. This game's fun. This game's great. The developers used to follow me on Twitter until I probably said something stupid. We need more pictures of Spider-Man. No Spider-Man's on PC. Steam Deck thoughts? I want to buy one. I want to buy one, but it's like... I don't leave enough to justify buying one. Well, I suck at games. Like, it's also the fact that they'll probably make another. I think that does it. You know, because, you know, I only have so many handheld... I'm not a handheld guy anymore. When I was a kid, I was the biggest handheld guy there was. Because it's like, parents drive you, you know, your parents watching football on the TV. I am not Pointless Hub, no. My brother is. I don't know how to... That's what I'll do for the 100th anniversary stream. I'm going to explain the history of the channels. I don't think Cody did that. I'm gonna explain how I got to this exact position. The disturbing story. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, if they made a PlayStation All-Stars sequel now, I think it actually makes sense. Back then they had to do, like, Big Daddy. Now they have, like, I'm not saying, you know, Woman from Returnal would be the best pick, but I think you got a little bit more options now. I fucked it up. Yeah, I've already explained the channel, it's just not a video. And I get tired of explaining it. So I've explained it on Patreon most of the time, but no, like, I had to always assume, like, you know, if everyone's on different channels, no one's gonna know. Maybe me and Cody just sound too similar. 7-hour history. I'm just gonna skim over, like, I bet I could do it in 4 minutes. I used to make geography videos, then I didn't. Then I made a video about Wallace and Gromit and everybody unsubscribed. It's the history. Let's try this out. This is probably not faster, is it? Absolutely not faster. Doesn't matter, I hate this level. His voice is lower pitched. Yeah. That's the only differentiating factor we really get. Really? It's no longer the same because of... Well, I EQ'd some stuff. Like... Because my voice doesn't, you know... It sounds weird coming through a shitty mic. If you have a shitty mic, your voice is gonna sound a little weird. I suck at this level. Another Wallace and Gromit video. I need my own pointless hub. Maybe that'll be what Seaburger turns into. Yeah, I played Ultra Kill yesterday, actually. It's hard. It is hard. It's fun because it's hard. But I don't want people to judge me of, how terrible I am at it. Like there's a skip for this level. I'm not gonna get it. I hate this level. Whoever made Cyberhook, I want you guys to know I hate this level. It's just... You can jump out that window, but... Not doing that. I haven't played McPixel 3 yet, I've wanted to. I don't even know what it's about, but I know it's by Devolver. Pointless grub. King of the Hill content. Or rebooting King of the Hill, that'll be... I don't know. Genuinely concerning. I know the Beavis and Butthead reboot people liked. I didn't see the show, I saw the movie. It was good, but... I can't say I'm jumping out of joy. Man, they're rebooting King of the Hill. I love King of the Hill, but, please don't ruin it. Ethics in video game streaming. I did not play a TF2 update. I've heard it had, like, a bunch of new community maps. I'd never played TF2. I played TF2 15 years ago. Or something like that. I wanted to play Hollow Knight. I think Mike Judge is involved. Bobby, you're a VTuber? Blah. I want to watch the whole reboot. I saw the movie, which was surprisingly good. Terrible. Yeah, I mean, once I got older, I loved King of the Hill. When I was a kid, I it was always like, I was confused, why do people like this? It was one of those things. Wow. See if we can get it. And look at that, guys. Play Hades. I should stream Hades. I mean, that's the thing, is everyone's... Is it uncool to stream games everyone else has already streamed? Or is it uncool to think about such things? I haven't finished Hades. I love the... I mean, I think all seasons of the King of the Hill are honestly quite good. The oldest episodes are, if we're talking about King of the Hill, yeah, they are peak. The animation style's great. Whoa, the American anime. Come on. Come on. Did Valve get bought? I don't think they, I mean, they're privately owned. Someone could. But it's unlikely. It's far less likely. Oh, that could have been better. Streaming played games is cool. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm so new at this, I don't know. Like, there's that crab game. I love that crab roguelike. But I'm like, is it just a meme game for people? Is it lame? Lame, as they say? Probably. Game is just a bonus, thank you. That makes me feel better. That makes it, because, you know, gaming's not like, I'm not a pro gamer. Not a pro gamer here, I'm just, I'm a cat. I'm like, half the time, one of my hands is even touching the keyboard. It's flopping in the air. For some reason. How did I learn to write scripts? I mean, scripting's just like conditional statements, if-thens. I'm gonna say Blender Games taught me it. Blender used to have a game engine. And then I did it with Unreal, and then I did it with this thing. Which these scripts are really simple, the ones I have for this. They'll get better. There's a glitch I have on this streaming thing where the cat will disappear sometimes. Let me know if you guys see it happen. I think I have a fix for it, but it's not ideal. It was really it was not cool today. You listen to me like a podcast. Thank you. That's kind of the goal. The gameplay is like, I could just treat it like a podcast. Like I could just pretend like I'm not playing a game, but I feel that'd be disingenuous. Oh, the video scripts. I'm sorry, I missed your thing, opinion piece. Play retro games? I mean, I want to play Ultima really badly, but I need to buy a keyboard with a direction pad. Same with, what's it called? Same with Elder Scrolls Arena. I can't play without a direction pad. Or at least without a number pad. Good evening, cat with corn dog. And what would you want me to see me play? Like, what kind of obscure PC game you thinking? How old, also? We're talking like computer space? Because I think I'm good at computer space. Yeah, my game got leaked with all the other PC games. I lost all the files to that game, by the way. I have none of them. Which sucks, but I'll restart one day. Ball game, or whatever it was called. Play Gothic 1. I have Gothic 1. Fallout 1. I'm not good at Fallout 1. We'll check, guys. We'll see what we got here. We got Turok. We got Strife. We got Quake's a little, if you don't know, Quake's a little lame if you don't know your jumps. Serious Sam's amazing. Play Peggle. Retro games hurt your eyes, large fish. Ba-bee-ba-ba. I don't know, guys. Crab game, the original Rogue. Yeah, I think I might need a number pad for Rogue. And also, is it even on Steam? It is on Steam. The graphics are a little bit fancier than what they used to be, but... Can I buy this? I don't know the controls. People aren't gonna watch this if I play this. I'm gonna actually buy this next time. Can I stream Unreal Engine? Let's find out. Bum bum ba dum bum bum. Let's find out, guys. I'm not gonna actually do it that long, but it'd be cool to see. Maybe I'll get copyright struck. Tim Sweeney. Rogue is on Steam. I just don't want to buy it except like I don't know if it'll even work. Oh, this is gonna suck. You see those shaders compiling right there? Yeah, that's not good, guys. We're not doing that. It's gonna take too long to open Unreal. I'll do an Unreal stream someday though. Absolutely. Instead, I'm just gonna play some this game's too hard, guys. We got Mother Gunship. You guys ever heard of Mother Gunship? If I can look at the chat, I mean I can look at the chat with anything. Got the original Risk of Rain, I don't know how many people know that. Rogue should be freeware. Unreal has a licensing thing. Yeah, I can't even show you the game because I lost all the files for that game. Find Luigi. I can't do it. I don't have the number keys. I don't have the number pad. Just joined. Whenever I try opening Unreal, it takes about an hour for the shaders. I mean, I thought I had a project that wasn't going to take that long, but apparently not. What you have to do is you have to render it in real time. You have heard of Mother Gunship? I guess I could show you guys Mother Gunship. I like Mother Gunship. Let's see if my friends are playing. A sec. Okay. They're not playing. They might be playing. I have a friend who I'm playing Mother Gunship with. Ugh. Wait, what? Super cool? Balloon 6? Oh. Play Solitaire. Oh. Well, guys, look at this great resolution. This great audio. I have to turn the music volume down. It's the joy of PC gaming. Clearly not in full screen. Like, okay, you gotta be kidding me. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Some other gunship is... Well, this doesn't really help sell it. It's a game in which you kind of build your gun. I don't think I can show you till I enter a level, so... Let's do that. My frame rate is already tanking. Are you kidding me? I have everything set to low. Do I need VSync on? Does VSync help or hurt the frame rate? I should probably know that. We're gonna do a mission, guys. We're gonna do. I'm gonna press things. And I'm gonna pretend like I know what I'm doing. It'll make me sound like I'm a real gamer. Ah, yes. Okay, I actually know I already fucked something up. What you want to do is you want to take the energy beam. That's a good one. You want to take the I don't know, this thing. That's yeah. That's it.
So I'm getting a different signature.
VSync gives delay.
This looks promising.
Yeah, 'cause it's for screen tearing, isn't it? I mean, I played at a lower resolution if I could, which I probably could, but we'll see how it feels. It just feels like it's like a little bit, I don't know. Jiggling the sliders, I mean, it's running, like, it could be running at 120, it just doesn't feel like 120. I'm not gonna set to 144. What we could do, guys. There's no way you're gonna be able to tell if I set to 1080p. Apparently you can. Come on, video game. That's bad.
We're not really sure why the
That's a
outsiders build
pain.
their ships like this.
I know what happened there, but I'm not. It just tried to, like, it didn't scale the resolution at all.
That's how they have auto aim
All robots have auto aim.
and no honor.
Keyboard numbers are too. No, I bought this stupid Razer mini keyboard. I'm supposed to have a gun, guys. Not sure why it give me the gun. Yeah, I bought this mini Razer keyboard so I could, like, because I play on my couch, I don't have a desk. So as you can imagine, using a mouse is actually kind of challenging. Okay.
Yes, these robots are honorless, soulless horrors. All AIs are. No offense, Jasper.
You don't really care if I'm offended.
Set the sliders to every
Also,
option.
AIs are rude, too.
I always do the one, like, I need 120 for FOV. I try to just keep everything at that.
They're data hoarders and just want to back up all data.
Yeah, I like the potato graphics mod. This is set to minimum, and it still looks, like, really good for what it is. So I just wanted to... I mean, games like this, I'm like, I kind of want it to look like garbage. I wish I could use my gun, but, apparently that's not an option here yet. Gotta unlock the ability to use my gun in Mother Gunship. Fist only speedrun. No, I don't get anxiety because I know what the settings mean. I think when I first started, I probably did, like, when I was really young. If there's not enough settings, that gives me anxiety. Yeah, this is not supposed to be a fist-only speedrun. Something has gone horribly wrong. Mother Gunship is not a game where you don't have a gun. I'm just punching shit. The pain. Low poly mode. I mean, I know Call of Duty notoriously, or not notoriously, had a, like, you could set to like 480p or like 180p, even in like 2015. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, because I don't have a gun game. So, let me pick up a gun. It's a new experience.
They're in one piece. Does that count?
Welcome
Let's
back.
see.
And you were just recombobulated in our new recombobulator from Joe's Arms and Armory.
Unfortunately, only you made it.
Do I have a loadout?
He means your gun.
Same thing. If I had shoulders, I would shrug. My entity.
The game, like, crashed for a second.
There are alien robots to destroy.
Man. I don't like how the frame rate is already dropping.
Sometimes our contract with Joe's Arms and Armory requires the use of certain parts. It's really whatever their marketing department is.
Okay. We'll put so what you do is just kind of just plug things in and hope it gives you enough gun. That's what you want to do. You just want more gun. Okay. Am I an Ultra Kill fan? Yeah, I mean, do you guys want to see me play Ultra Kill? Like, I kind of suck at it, but... I know it's on, I think it's still in early access, which is astonishing to me. After all this time, it could be in early access. But that's cool. Do I miss games where I just played them? Like what? Like... Oh. That's what you're saying. Modern Warfare 3 got a spike of players. Man, Modern Warfare 3 was the black sheep of that trilogy for good reason. That was the first time I remember people... Like, before that point, Call of Duty was a prestigious series for, like, unanimously. Which is so weird to think about. That, like, that was a 10 out of 10 franchise for a lot of, like, you know, so highly acclaimed by everybody. That deserves its own video someday. Top 5 games of all time. I'd say... It changed, like, the problem is it changes. Like, I don't often go back to games that I've already played. Maybe, like, Spyro, Tony Hawk, a little bit. But usually I don't go back to games once I've played them too much. It's the Luigi's Mansion of first-person shooters. I'd agree. Like, does this green stuff hurt me or help? Nope, that hurts me. That absolutely hurts me. I'm going to die. I need to learn these games before I stream them. I'm so sorry, guys. You guys want to see Ultra Kill? I've seen a lot of Ultra Kill. Oh wait, nope, this booted up. That's incredible. That might be why the frame rate was tanking. Because we can actually boot up this. We got some Unreal Engine, guys. Let's make a video game. So, we're gonna start it up in... Oh, this is apparently the last game I was working on. Cube Game, the successor to Ball Game. You're a cube. Wow, it's so compelling, isn't it? Okay, let's see what we got going on here. You're gonna see my terrible secret that I don't compile it into C. Okay. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Is keyboard key. Oh, actually, no. C. Pressed. What do you want to happen? Impulse. Add impulse static mesh. 1,000. Velocity change. 2. I don't actually know if this will work. I'm taking a guess here, guys. Oh, we already got the static mesh. What's the odds this works? I don't need that. Compile. Try it out. What happens if I press C? Absolutely nothing. That's game development for you right there, guys. That's what it is. Simulate physics. This is so fun. I love this game. You are killing me. You are killing. I should probably start actually reading that. Probably the moment I press simulate physics, something's going to explode. I didn't compile it, did I? Yeah, you see that? See that? That's what happens when we simulate physics. I don't even know what's going on now. Well, look at that, guys. The cube moves, but now I'm not the cube. That's great. That's what I love. Why do I interact with the cube? Man. Okay, you know how to solve this issue? Cube Game 2-1. Well, I think one of the problems is, clearly, having a character mesh is a problem. You don't want a character mesh. That's overrated. Do they not let me delete the character mesh? Oh, it's a cutscene. This is my tutorial to teach everybody how to make a video game. How to not make a video game. Like, we should have... Let's do this. Let's do this. Why don't I just... Occurs to me. Add. I'm gonna import. It's been a while since I used this. Project settings. I'm sorry, this is the most compelling game. Do you guys want to stay on this or move to something fun? So I can always move to something fun. Da-da-dee-da-doo. I hate this game. I hate it already. It's so hard to do things. I'm gonna get frustrated. Wait. Cube's moving, guys. That's all it can do. It can move up. It can move up in an angular momentum. If I do this too much, the game will crash. We're almost there. We're so close to having a game. That's what the stream's gonna be. I'm gonna sell a game. I'm gonna make a game and sell it. I should rename this. QB. I spelled it wrong. C-Bay. C-Bay. Okay. So, let's have movement input. Clearly, something is not working. W. Keyboard W pressed. Edit impulse. So, this could be a problem. So we have a Y, you know, the Y axis, which would be forward, but that's Y, like, what is that? Magnitude and direction of impulse to apply. Is that a vector based on my character's location? Get camera. Boop, boop, boop. Let's try this out. This is how you shouldn't make a game. I'm telling you that right now. Because this is what happens. Like... You're killing me. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's why. See? I was a silly boy. Make it 1,000. $2. Austin Wardrobe. Thank you so much. Live show in Seattle. Are you officially Frasier? That's what I want to be. I guess I want to be Frasier. I mean, that's why I got the background. Wow, guys. Look how much progress we're making. This is what happens when I press forward. Oh, man. Okay, how do we fix it? Obviously, there's a way to do this that would not involve whatever this is. The impulse would have to be... Add... Motion... Get... Line trace... Let's line trace... And... I don't even know where the line trace option is. Just wait. See, the goal here, the goal right now at this moment is I want something as simple as, for one, I want this mesh gone. Can I not delete this mesh? Use animation blueprint. Let's do this. It's gonna crash. It's gonna crash, guys. I mean, that's the thing, is if you're not doing C++, like, you can, I think it's fun. I think it's where it's like Little Big Planet, if Little Big Planet was the most frustrating thing on the planet. You know? Like now, what's gonna happen when I press play? That was kind of cool. I guess I could slide. Okay. You're so close. What's concerning me is that there's clearly a skeletal mesh right here, right? You guys see it. We also have a character movement option I could just use if I just disabled the physics. Oh, man. Do I want to cheat? Are we going to cheat, guys? Man, this will suck. I'm going to turn off the simulate physics. On both. And that. And compile and Okay, are you happy now? It works. See, See, that's just not cool, though, is it? That's just a normal video game that works as intended. And I just don't know how many people are going to be interested in something like that. You know? Like, let's just get a line. Oh, let's see. So we got this stupid-ass thing. We got the arrow. I don't even know what I'm doing. Trace component. Trace start. Get location. Get forward. Vector. Rotation. Get actor. Rotation. This is a terrible idea. Oh man, you just start just start doing shit. It'll work. Show trace, trace end. Get forward vector. I don't know how to do math, so I'm just gonna guess. We're gonna take this and we're just gonna multiply it. Multiply by I don't know, a standard vector of 1,000. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. And that'll happen every time we press C. Right? I'm so smart. That's why we have an arrow already. An arrow error. Compile. Wow, I didn't get an error there. Let's try it out. Already got an issue. What is it? Simulate physics enabled if you want to add impulse. I don't need to simulate the physics. I need the line trace. That's why I pressed C instead of W. Stupid. Follow camera. Get camera view. Pressed. I hate this. Line trace. Get. I hate this. I hate this so much. Get camera view. Because if we get the camera view, that doesn't help us. Get rotation. Get socket rotation. Turn value. I'm sorry, guys. I must be boring you. This is even video game math. This is just doing stupid math. This isn't real. I promise you none of this is real. This is all me guessing and fucking up. Surprise. So what I want to do is I want to create a line trace, and a line trace is just going to shoot out a little simple line. I don't even get show trace. Trace. Beep up up. No, let's just do this. Rotation. You could also do. So, so you just kind of get the basic. This is a great idea. Just get a big cube. We take the cube and we just shove him down there. And then he breaks everything. Because I typed in 400 instead of 100. 1. You're killing me. You're killing me. Wow. This, yep. There we go, we got a level. That looks great. Let's duplicate that a few times. Got a good video game coming. Let's take that. Yeah, take one of these. Yeah. And yeah. What is the what glitch is happening here? What text is appearing on screen? Your scene contains a sky dome with a sky material. It does not cover that part of the screen. Are you kidding me? Terrible. Make the cube cat. I feel like what I want to do is the only way I'm going to be able to do is if I actually put in the time and try to, like, I don't know, make something halfway decent for you people. Otherwise it's going to be just garbage. I wish I had my old stuff, but I don't. I'm not saving any of this because it's busted. I'm so sorry, guys. It's a terrible stream. I've wasted all of your time. What would I be doing if I wasn't streaming? Would I be playing Crab Champions? Would I be playing Synthetic? Would I be playing Halo the Master Chief Collection? Just joined. What's happening? Well, I think we're making something in Blender. I think that's what we're doing. Stream is not very good. I need like I need ideas. Ideas of things to play that isn't Bloons Tower Defense 6 and Cluster Truck. You know what I mean? Well, you actually think the well, if I can make a new Unreal, if I can actually, if you guys want to watch me make a video game, if you're genuinely into that, I can do it. Okay, I'll do it, guys. I'm down for it. If you guys are down for it, I just don't want to bore you. Let's jump in. Hopefully the shader compilation's faster. Wow, you see that? You see how fast that shader compilation was? Okay, we're starting over from scratch. Doop doop doop. Going to... Do they not let me make folders anymore? New folder. Levels. So this is... We're just gonna make a new level. We're gonna call it Sploopy Land. Sploopy Land. I'm gonna spawn a Sploopy Land. I'm gonna save selected. I need a plane. Can't even see the plane, it doesn't matter. 100 by 100. Let's do some direction lights. Let's do some atmospheric fog. Sky atmosphere actually doesn't work that well. Height fog. We do need fog though. And it's broken. Sky atmosphere does work. I don't really like the sky atmosphere. So we got one a direction light rather than a sunlight. Highlight. Like, see that shit? Sorry, I'm trying to get the, Is my density not enough? Because it's not volumetric? It might be because it's not volumetric. Atmosphere. Boop, boop, boop. Got basic land. Okay. It's terrible. Collections. Might. Default outer layer. Wow, that is terrible. Is this actually what UE5 looks like? I'll go back to the old one. Yeah, I have no idea how to use a new one. Cover content. So see how we're gonna start this out. Off-road game, vehicle adventure game, game mode base, default pawn. It's gonna be rough. First person. Fire stream, I'm so sorry, it's gotta create a game mode. Let's get it on. Class. Base. Sloopy game. So this is Sloopy game, guys. Wow. The fact I didn't know if that was gonna work is incredible. So what I'm gonna do for Sloopy game, I'm just gonna start from the basics because I don't want to use any other presets. I need to learn. I need to relearn everything. So Sloopy. No, we're not gonna do Sloopy. We're gonna do Blumpo. I'm gonna make Blumpo. I don't give a shit. I'll name Blumpo when we're in here. Okay, so just to explain, yeah, the pawn is what you want. We're gonna name him Blumpo, but he is a scene root, static, mesh. Let's see, what is the most... I'm gonna make him a triangle, because those are fun. We're going to simulate physics. I'm also going to create an arrow because that will give us the front of our character. And that we can play, blah blah blah, nobody gives a shit. Add event, keyboard. This is not how you're supposed to do this, by the way. This is not how you're supposed to add in inputs, but this is troubleshooting, so add impulse, static mesh. So this is the problem. We gotta get the static mesh, gotta get the position of arrow, get rotation, okay. Rotation, return value. You have to convert that to a vector. I don't like how it should get rotation X vector. Why can't we just get all vector? Get axes. Oh, that's great. Create vector. Is that right? Is it vector set? Boop boop. No, that is definitely not it. Well, no, that's not it. Make rotator from axis. Maybe just add a rotational impulse. Blumpo 2 Bumplo's Revenge. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to get. So like we have the basic axis of the arrows. Wait a second. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ugh. Okay. Viewport. Let's see. So X is forward in this, but we need camera. Got the camera. We're gonna need an arm for the camera. Spring arm. We'll attach to this. Which will attach to that. Will probably work. Let's see if this even works. Blumpo. Let's put Blumpo in here. Make Blumpo our main character of our game. Blumpo. And... uh-oh. Playing that around, give a shit. Wow. How compelling. Just astonishing. So they say there's an issue with the vehicle. Like, I'm close, right? All I gotta do is, actually get the impulse of Y, multiply that by X. Shit. Yeah, X, we don't need Y. Bump, bump. I don't know how to do this, so I'm guessing. Awesome change, sure, why not? Compile. And... is it working? Please work. I think it's working. I think it's working, guys. I think it's working. We did it, guys. We're making a video game. It's just incredibly terrible. So... let's change this to 120. Let's, clearly something has gone horribly wrong with the camera and the spring arm. Target offset. 100. Let's do 100. Set 0. Dun dun dun. Minus 300. Sure, why not? Compile. We also want to create, like, there's no actual way to know what's going on unless I start putting things. So let's have a cube. Let's have a second cube. It's like floating in the air. Man, I was so happy about what I just did, and clearly. What are you doing, Blumpo? You know what I did? You know what I did wrong, guys? I hate video games. I hate it. I hate it so much. Get rotation. Get mouse. X. Return value. Set rotation. Rotation. Oh shit. Get mouse X. We gotta float from this. Can we convert that to a rotator? Make rotator. X roll pitch. Return value. Get tabs. Rotation. Back rotation. Man, I hate this. We can play. Sure, why not? Absolutely. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Did I not create an input system? What? It's my favorite video game genre. It's triangles. Stupid little triangles that move around. It's my favorite game. Teleport. Yeah. Yeah, mouse X. Like, what is my problem here? Does anybody know? Why am I doing this? Access and action maps are not depreciated. Please use enhanced input actions. Oh, that's great. So of course they would be. Look right. So we have mouse X. That's already saved as an event of look right. So we can just do that. That axis, look right. Select rotation. This thing, is it relative rotation? Spring arm? Rotation is based on the axis values. We need a rotator. Rotator. And the teleport. Test it out. It's not absolutely not do this. Click that link. Yeah, this is the best game dev. Obviously, I'm doing some. Look at that, guys. Look, we got it to move. That's not what I wanted. That wasn't what I wanted. Okay. Unless it was the yaw. So I guess I don't know my rotator axes at all. Cause man, I feel like Cody's having a better stream than this. Right. Making a rotator from the yaw. Well, wait. I don't need both, right? I don't need both. Let's just try it out. That's almost correct. Like, something's happening. Arm. Inherent itch. Doo-doo. Oh, that didn't help at all. Let's go. Your stream's better. Oh, thank you. Hit Alt F4. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the game I'm making is, let's get the thing to move. That's the goal here. I want, like, my goal, what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying, when I move my thing right, when I move my mouse left or right, I want it to be able to move left or right. That's the goal. Which it does, but it doesn't store it, and it sets a relative rotation. Maybe it needs to set a world rotation. I don't know, because I haven't done this in a long time. I'm assuming the spring arm, spring arm component reference. That's great. Set. There's got to be something here. Set mobility, set relative rotation. Set world rotation. We don't really need teleport, do we? Yeah, we don't need teleport. So close. If I published a game before, I was close. I mean, favorite TV show is probably like, I love Frasier. I really like Frasier. I'm watching Wings right now, which is a spin-off of Frasier and Cheers, but loosely connected. How much Math is, I mean, I don't know. I learned a lot of this math in college, but they didn't tell me what it was for, so I didn't pay attention. I would have paid attention if they would have, you know. But like this isn't math. This is just figure out why I'm making a rotator when I have an input axis 0, -1. It's not actually moving the thing because what is it simulating physics? That can't be right. Oh shit. Oh shit. It might be because it's simulating physics. We need a sphere. Materials, let's see, do they have ray tracing, texture streaming, collision presets, physics actor? Okay, this is where it becomes a problem. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a physics actor rather than standard, like, motion. Okay, you see where I'm at? We're remaking ball game. The ball is rolling. The ball is rolling, everybody! I'm gonna give it a little texture so we can see it. Now I need to figure out how to get... You need to at least just know, like, you know, what a vector is, what a... Look right, mouse axe. So, like, that's the other problem. We have a look right, and we have a look... We have a look right, we have a move up, so we just have an X and a Y. So... Something... It's not storing... It's not able to set the rotation of this. Just try an inherent pitch. Show me to do this. Compile. And boom, boom. And, you know, that I really... Yep, there it is, guys. That's how you do it. Yeah, you don't want... You want the camera to move. Ugh. I can't believe... Use pawn control rotation. Clearly... Something has gone horribly wrong. I guess I'm gonna sweep. I know it's not sweep. Just broke it. Teleport. You know what it could be? You know what it could be? With look right, what if we have to apply rotational impulse? Rotation, apply impulse. No, we'd have to apply the impulse, create an event. Add impulse, radial impulse of the static mesh. Origin would be based on this axis value. Create well, no, that's a vector. We don't want radial impulse, we want rotational. Rotation. Where are we? Going to transform. Need physics. I hate this. Wait. What are we doing now? We're just pain. You guys can treat it as a Q&A, I guess. As I try to figure out whatever the horrific thing I'm trying to get here. Do. Could have swore there was a way to apply a rotational. Add angular, add force, add torque in. There we go. Maybe. Radiating out, add torque to a single rigid body. We need in degrees or radians. That's great, I don't know. Get Z value. Yep. Shit, I don't remember how to break apart an axis value. How does the cat voice indicator work? I'll spoil it. It's just descriptive. It's if I'm at a certain decibel level, it changes to a new animation cycle. Unless you're trying to program in a scientific field, you don't need to know much math. I mean, honestly, not really. I mean, the math is going to do this. This is going to do the math for us, ideally. If I knew how to break apart, axis values. Separate. Get. Man, I hate... If you're using an engine, then yeah, probably not a ton of math. If you're making an entire engine from scratch, there's gonna be a ton of math, yeah. Like, this is even like, this is just scripting, which is how a lot of games are made now today. Which was Tim Sweeney's, that was like his entire thing. Because he just want to make, I think Blueprints was the final... Get axis. Is it break? Is it break axis? Turn value. Oh! Well, that's cool. And so we'll apply that after we set the world rotation of this. Maybe we should probably do it in the opposite direction. Good night, Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, this is UE5. It doesn't look very good. Because, clearly something is happening. Like, we're getting some real torque there. Multiply 100,000 torque. What's new? What's this? I'm just trying to remake a video game I made like a year ago or many years ago, and I'm failing miserably. There he goes. I wish I actually remembered what I was doing. Like, I have to relearn everything. Like, why is... When I do input axis look right, it makes a rotator of the Z value. That creates set world rotation, but the set world rotation seems to be the problem. Like... Am I not... One, it shouldn't even be visible. Parent socket. I mean, could it be this? Is it the fact I don't have... You know, I don't even want to pretend I know what just happened there. Is it... Do I not have a player spawn? Oof. Wow. Something happened. Let's I don't know. I think we're gonna have to move this guy over here, because okay, I don't want rotational. Don't have to do that. I have to move this guy over here and actually figure out what's going on. So we do this. The camera's just not moving. So, you know, it's safe to assume something has gone wrong. In Blumpo world. Switch to Roblox Studio. I actually don't know how to use Roblox Studio. It'd be fun. Where's Blumpo? Did you just close my applicate my... Oh, fuck. See that? You don't see that. Maximize. Okay. Close enough. Is Unreal harder to learn than Unity? I don't know. I've heard people say Unity's easier, but I don't like Unity. Because you can't do fancy things. Like, I mean, I'm not doing anything fancy here. Like, I'm talking about, like, lighting specifically. You could do pretty much anything you could probably do in Unreal and Unity. The thing with Unity is you wouldn't have to do any of this, but honestly in Unreal you're not supposed to do any of this either. Like, you're not supposed to have to, what if... Just think about it for a second. Set rotation of the actor, and that was based on the axis value. We teleported physics, piled, and we... Oh. You're killing me. Do I know how to 3D model and rig? Yeah, I tried to remake Sonic R a long time ago. I got the first level done, and then I didn't do it, which is a real shame, because it actually looked, I thought it looked pretty good. I'm basically trying to make a fancy version of Super Monkey Ball right here, but let's see, the static mesh gets the physics. Simulate physics, enable gravity. Apply impulse, replicate physics. Collision presets, physics actor. Could never affect navigation. We could solve this so easily by turning into a pawn and just applying character movement. But we're not gonna do that. Unity is free. No, I don't have to pay. You don't have to pay anything for Unreal unless you actually publish your game. I'm gonna cheat. I don't give a shit. Okay, let's go to the third person. Blueprints. This is what's nice about it. Go to a blueprint that actually works. Figure out how they did it. Up begin play. Plastic hair controller. Blah blah blah. Bloop bloop. Who cares? Triggered. Add to control yaw input. Pitch. That seems like you don't need that. Input. Look. This is what we need is look. So camera input's what we need. Enhanced in, so they changed this with UE5. I'm cheating. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. This must be so lame. But clearly, I'm not gonna delete all this. Breaking the link. Let's compile. See what happens. Controller. YouTube. Possess player, player 1. Controller, player controller. Pile. Bump. And something is horribly wrong. Wish it would give me the error log. You know, because that would help. Anybody actually know how to see the error log? Yup. I don't know why I expected anything different. Of course that wasn't gonna work. How silly of me. How silly. Circuit project where you collaborate. Are you learning this or do you go to school for this? No, I'm just... If I went to school for this, I'd want my money back. Like, guys, I'm almost tempted to cheat. Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's not worth it. to do this. Maybe I should just do character movement. Like rotating movement. Wait, what? Did you add rotating movement? Oh, that doesn't really matter, does it? I'm just confused. Why is there camera boom, holo camera? Let's just copy those. Paste those in here. We'll delete that shit. Just paste it in there. And surely it will work. You have variables? Okay, never mind. Duplicate. You can't, man, I hate this. I like the part where it spins too. See, I could give up right here. I could make it not be a ball. I could make it move like a normal, basic thing. And I will. I give up. Clearly something's gone horribly wrong. Consume input. Execute when paused. Or like, I mean shit, I could just fucking like plump in this character and just be like, I'll show you guys what it's actually supposed to look like. What these videos, like. Okay. I don't know why I have the Halo gun. I'm not gonna lie. I must have done something at some point. Why do I have the Halo gun? I was trying to play as that character. I wasn't trying to play as Halo gun. This is killing me. This is killing me. Why? Why do I have the Halo gun? I had to have put it in there at some point. Do I have a race car? Do I have a race car in this game? Sports car. We got a sports car, guys. Let's try out the sports car. Wait, what's the name of your sports car? Man, that looks kind of good. Is that a playable character? Recently placed. Blueprints. Subclass. First components. From. I don't know. Sure, this is how this will work. This is probably a terrible idea. Wow, we did it, guys. We made Forza. Look, he's got little legs, too. That's how you know it's working. Man. Man, this is... How embarrassing. I think I know what's gonna happen when I play it, too. There we go, guys! We got it! We got a racing game! We did it! Forza! I kinda wanna make this a game now, guys. I actually think I do. Oh man, this is so stupid. Okay. So we got the car. Obviously. We're gonna change his blueprints though. Okay. We're gonna set the movement speed. I'm dying. Oh. Okay, let's just set this to 1. Man. I don't know, like... Okay, braking friction. Mass. Walk looking. I want to have it to be like physics of ice, essentially. The biggest problem is the max walk speed is in centimeters per second. We need to make that at least 2,500, and the max jump speed. We need a jump speed a lot higher. You know. Yeah, your maximum velocity, that's not acceptable for... I want my car to be able to jump, man. Okay, compile. Let's go a little platform. I would actually download shit, make it in Blender, but... see if you can do it. Okay. Wow. Yeah, he didn't need that. He really cleared that. Okay, let's go back to our car. Sports car. Is that what he's the sports car, isn't he? Sports car blueprint. There he is. Okay, we gotta take the camera way back. It's like 1,000 at least. We need like 100, 400. That doesn't seem right. Cameras like usually look down though, don't they? Is there a rotational aspect to this that I'm allowed to do? I guess not. Who gives a shit? Okay. There he is. We're driving. I'm making GTA 6. Well, he goes pretty fast. He's a pretty fast car. Okay. Now, I feel like we need a post-processing effect. I think people aren't going to be very happy if this game looks like a generic Unreal Engine game. So, Boop, boop, boo. Infinite extent. Do we have any shaders? Do we guys want some path tracing? We have Lumen on, I think. Boop, boop, boop. Miscellaneous. Post-processing volume. Where is... You guys... No, I didn't tell you where it was. Global... Image effects. Is this it? Nope. Temperature, depth of field. What I'm actually looking for is a just shader. Post-process materials. Asset reference. Cell. And this is where we have to go to the Epic Games store. Cell shader light. No compatible projects. That's so great. Well, this could break everything, but we'll find out. Forza Killer. Needs more particle. Add ray tracing. I'm using Lumen instead. I should actually make my own car model because I have no idea whose car this is. Let's see if we have cell shading now. Cell shader 80s cartoon. Okay, we got cell shading now. Probably. That looks. Does that look like cell shading? Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. That is not broken at all. Okay. We're gonna change the materials now, because... What do video games look like? Blues. Video games have a lot of blues. They have cubes. What's the cube color? Should probably download, they look like water. Got water cube. $100. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. This is how they made Halo Infinite. Virtually indistinguishable. Sand. Yeah. Okay, let's try it out. There we go. Yeah! Man! It's one of those artsy video games where it breaks. Look at the sun! Ow! There's to look at. Okay. So now we got the car going. We gotta add the special features now. You know. So, on keyboard event, Sony presses C for car. We add torque and radians. That's not gonna work, that's gonna explode everything. Teleport. Just gonna teleport. Go. We're gonna take the follow camera. We're gonna get forward vector. We're gonna return the value. We're gonna multiply that by 2 by 23. I'll do that. And the destination rotation will be get rotation. Yeah, relative, sure, why not? Who gives a shit? And yeah, this won't crash the game. It did. That is not what I wanted. That is certainly not what I wanted. Oh, thank you so much, YY. I gotta go, but great streaming. Nice thing. Thank you for coming. I know this has been a little weird of a stream. Things are not going as they should. The car man is... he's not quite... he's not having a good time. But thank you so much. So, clearly, the issue here is that we are... Wait, I'm getting a forward vector. Why am I scaling it to that? That's why you want line tracing, guys. You want to trace your stuff. Line trace. I don't know if they took it out. I haven't used Unreal Engine 5 as much. Trace. Trace. Get line trace tracked objects. Stack is tracing, resume tracing, stop tracing, switch tracing. You used to just have a trace. Just trace. Clearly they don't have that anymore. Double jump. I can do a double jump. I mean, let's see. Well, I think we need to change the friction to 1. So he just, like, slides around. See, air control. He gets enough air control. They should have a jump count. You know what we could do? When you press C... Let's try this out. Also, I think we gotta take this. We gotta move this down a little bit. I don't think you should be. You shouldn't be able to see where you're going exactly. I think that's kind of cheating. Carman. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. That's what I want. We are now airborne. This is killing me. This is killing me. This is actually killing me. Okay, okay. I got it. First of all, what is flying in this game? Oh, wait, what's that? Set gravity. Set enable gravity mesh. Gravity enabled, disable gravity. That's what we need. We don't need none of that shit. And then we'll create a variable. And it's called is gravity. It's a boolean. So variable deep boop bop 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 bop. I think you just set a variable by doing this. Set variable is gravity. Ooh shit. So if we press it, we enable set enable gravity. Gravity is disabled. Set gravity is enabled. Not to that. And then we copy and paste that. Boop beep. Put release. Gravity is enabled. Set gravity enabled to true. Gravity is. Please compile the blueprint. By default is off. And that is a terrible way to test. But if I press C, I should have no more gravity. Doesn't matter. Still have gravity. Because everything's just broken. Because nothing matters. Why couldn't you just work this one time? That's all I asked. What was so bad? Character movement? Going to just change the gravity scale for character movement? Gravity scale. Gravity's the character movement. Oh. That's terrible. Oh my, are you kidding me? Sure. Why not? I should fly into space, and I'm not. I'm not flying into space. Progress is bad. This is a terrible video game. Clearly. Well, it wouldn't be so hard if I just, you know, tried to make a game where it wasn't a car that flies. What I need to do is I need to spawn actor from class. Class Was it spawn actor from class, or would it be spawn... It's spawn actor from class. So we're gonna create a class. We're gonna call him Plane. Plane will be a cube, which is ironic. It's funny because he's not actually a plane. Is that a person with a car instead of a head? I mean, it's a car with legs. Think of it more of. Oh no, this is a game. This is about what you'd find on, you know, you could charge 99 cents on iOS for it. So what's gonna happen now is when you press that, you're gonna spawn actor of plane. And spawn transform will be get actor transform. Target is the skeletal mesh. Bump, 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 bump. Doesn't fucking matter. Who cares? This could go poorly. Failed to compile. What failed to compile? What's your problem here? This blueprint itself is not a scene component. Oh, that's great. I hate this. This is your error? It's not even the right thing. There we go, guys. See, now you have cubes, so you can jump on the cubes when you're when you want it. They spawn slightly behind you. If I had the ability to have some friction, this would probably be a little bit easier. Some real platforming. That's how they made the clouds in Super Mario Galaxy. I'm Carman. I mean, I could just break the game when he presses F. Let's try this out. Yeah, sure, why not? He's exploding, but sound doesn't seem to be coming. Can you guys hear the sound? You guys could probably hear the sound. You can't hear the sound. I think the scale needs to be higher. You know. Sure, why not? Okay. But and then apply sets physics, simulate physics, simulate apply impulse. Impulse. If everything goes right, I should explode. Well, certainly didn't explode. Add impulse error target self. What do you want to do? Do you want to have it be the sports car? Skeletal mesh component 0. Add impulse. File. And yeah, whoa, guys, you see that? The car, why did the car explode off of me? That doesn't make any sense. I didn't do that. I know why that happened. That's pretty great, though. No, that could be a good game. You're car man until you need to not be car man anymore, and then you. That's the problem. Once you press, we'd have to set it to add impulse. The car became self-aware, guys. I mean, I'm not completely against this. I think one problem we have with the character. Halo Blender. Now, is there a practicality to having the car explode off of me? That's the thing. Set movement options. Set movement mode. Try flying. Okay. How do you fly in this game? What is up? I'm changing my post-process volume. It's just slightly irritating because it's supposed to be. Anime, we got the anime post-processing effect. That's how they made Borderlands. I'm not actually even kidding, that's how they made Borderlands. They just changed the post-processing effect. The first one, at least. I know, there's issues. What if we do this? That's not what I want to do. What if we set the sim physics of character components? Make this link, and we add the impulse to that could be interesting. There we go. We're ragdolling. Now we're not even. Where'd he go? There's so many errors. So, okay, so we got the explosion. He dies, but then he flies through. Okay, so the reason that happened. Apparently there's no actual collision set with simulate physics. Not Phil. Why would there not be character mesh? Collision. Set. Body notify red up up beep up boop bop. Set collision enabled. Ash. Yep. And boom, he should. I mean, he almost made it. Right? Why am I like that's the thing. My character shouldn't be I shouldn't be. Wait, why is the car moving? Do I still control the Oh, I still have my cubes. I still Minecraft, guys. Still made Minecraft. Okay. Clearly, this is not how you develop a video game. Okay, so once this happens, set player Well, that's the thing, is the collision should be working. We have the explosion. I want the ragdoll to stay on the character mesh once it's done. But like once it becomes its own physical object, there's no That's rough, ain't it? Something I do want to fix now that I have the opportunity. I want to fix the get actor transform spawn actor class, because we're getting the transform of the actor. What we actually need to do is we need to create a viewpoint. You create arrow. Yeah, bring it back there. Bump. Call it arrow 1. That's kind of stupid, but whatever. I can't find you. Plumpo. Wow. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to keep this a little bit more clean than this. Right? So, we're gonna get the actor transform. We're gonna get the transform of arrow rather than location. Well, we gotta get the whole transform. We can't just get the location. Transform. So what this should do is nothing, obviously. Because why would it? Always spawn, ignore collisions. Does this have collisions? Doesn't. Oh. Yeah, so we got that. We got that going. See, we're a car. We are a car. We can drive anywhere we want. What am I making? I'm making the worst game ever made. You had so much that the engine crashes? Well, it probably will, because these don't dissolve. Don't disappear. I'm gonna explode the car. There we go. Yeah, guys, it is getting pretty late. I want to make something actually decent, but I don't think this is the place to do it. I'm saving this. I'll show you guys a little bit of the whatever post-processors we got. Dirty Manga. Racing you with Fortnite building mechanics. That's what it is. Like, they actually have a racing mode. I just, you know. So stupid. Game of the year, guys. Like, that'll crash the fucking thing. I don't know. Is this what a game jam's like? I certainly hope not. They probably know what they're doing a little bit more. So, what my goal would be it'd be to get Blumpo to actually work. Which is going to be, you know, that's the real challenge here. Because we're still at an issue of why is the rotator not working? Why is the rotational vector not working? What if... Wait, what is that? What's going on here? Attack rotation. We don't have a camera. Nice to watch on it. Yeah, this is supposed to... Yeah, the FTC... That's why I put the warning at the beginning. I mean, honestly... My plan next time will be... Is this game coming to Xbox? No, it's exclusive to PlayStation. It's just on Game Pass. We have a new Game Pass hit. I do wish the camera would actually work. That'd be so great. That'd be so cool. I don't think Microsoft will gut Xbox if cloud gaming fails to gain traction. I think they'll cut... The only way they would end up cutting it is if, like, mobile gaming failed to make traction. Like, that's the thing. That's their big play here. You know, they really just need... They need something to start giving them growth. Something that they don't have quite yet. And that's really about it. I mean, I'm hoping they could get it with this here soon. Or not. I mean, I don't really... I think it's silly that they're buying King. I still think it's silly that they're paying that much money. It's like, why not just make your own? Xbox already bought my studio. They're watching the stream fellas right now. See, that's the thing is, if I had to make a game, what kind of game would I make? You know, like what would be the... I'm talking like something so simple, so easy. Thank you so much. Ghosty Foot. Thank you for the flapjack videos. Thank you so much. That's still one of my favorite videos to make. One of the one with the most nostalgia I have. What if Bill Gates ate an entire console? But yeah, I mean that flapjack video, that was... There goes the ball. That was something that, like, I feel like that was a point where the channel really started to become something truly bizarre. But I kind of miss those kind of videos. I might do it one... Someday I might go back to it, honestly. Okay. So the spring arm supposed to be attached to this. Still on this issue. Yeah, that's completely new. Do you think that would increase Xbox sales? What, this game? Ideally the full version of this game would look better than this. Like, a platform maybe. I mean, I always want to do a pinball game, but like, so we have add torque and radiance. Wait, What if... just hear me out, guys. What if it's this? Nope, it's not that. Something is causing some horrific issue. We have W working. You know, there is the option. Okay. How about this? Clearly the spring arm's not working, and the CPU... So here's an issue I ran into with the original game, called Borealis, which was way, way more development than this. The ball, to have the accurate amount of collisions that you would need for it to be purely driven by physics, is like more than the entire PS4 God of War game. It was designed for like I was playing on like what the PS6 might have, because the problem was the whole game was physics driven rather than anything to do with like nothing was faked. So I'm thinking, let's try this out. I'm not gonna be able to do that. Like, I don't think any console will be able to do that for a while. Let's take it to 1,000. Let's take the, do we have a rotational offset? Does anybody know? Is that a thing that these things have? No, clearly not. 0. Can we rotate? Nope, we can't rotate. That'd be too simple. We can rotate this, but I don't know if it'll affect the spring arm. 270 degrees. So the goal here is going to be to move in one direction. Wow. Can't even do that right. Can't even do that right. Is it the rotating movement? Is that your problem? Static mesh. Is it not attached? You see what I deal with? You see what I deal with? I know what's going on. There we go. I mean, the fact that it has that stupid, you have to have a lot more camera lag. And I think the target length should be 2,000. And I think the FOV should be 120. And I think now we can actually start doing something. None of this shit even matters. I'm sorry, guys. Ball game, which is just Super Monkey Ball. Let's not lie. It's Super Monkey Ball, but like designed for supercomputers that don't exist. We're just gonna take this. Gonna copy this. Gonna blop. You can actually do this with PlayStation controllers. You can apply some cool motion controls now. So S, what would that be? S would be a y-axis of -1. No, S would be -1,000. Right? -1,000. Why does Peter Parker's radiation adversely affect his own body? I assumed... yeah, the Spider-Man comic where he gives... his sperm gives Mary Jane cancer. I want to say that's, one of the less beloved storylines. I also want to say that was James Cameron's plan for his Spider-Man adaptation. That actually might be true for all I know. Okay, we're gonna take a guess. Assume that 1,000. Doop, 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 doop. What is this? A keyboard A. This is how they make video. This is how they made Fortnite. Doop doop. Compile. Occurs to me that the arrow... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? After all of that, what did I do wrong? That's what I did wrong. We have X. We have... This needs to be... Y rather than X. Break this link. Be Y rather than X. Fuck me in the ass. Boom, boom, boom. Break this link. Yeah, Dr. Manhattan, then he goes and lives on Mars. I'd like to see a real just one-for-one Watchmen adaptation made someday. I like Watchmen. I mean, I don't know if... I think maybe... Is it a little pretentious? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay. Half of these work. Half of these buttons work. I am moving around, but the problem is we don't have a velocity change. We don't seem to have a velocity change. Huh. What could be going on here? This is what it is. Uh-oh. Oopsie daisy. I hate this. So, right now, we don't have a constant impulse at impulse be set. Like, we would have to do a loop. Which would be slightly irritating, to be completely honest. It doesn't really make sense we're doing this with impulses either. We might as well add pawn movement control, right? No. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I mean, Snyder was the closest, I guess. And I think he's working on something for Netflix. Velocity change. Change of velocity instead of mass will have no effect. I mean, maybe we don't. Maybe we do want mass to have an effect. Clearly, that's not what we want. So this will probably give more perspective on what's supposed to be happening. Is so velocity change, velocity change, velocity change, velocity change. None of that applies. The problem is I didn't compile. Oop. And if, like that's not supposed to happen. Is it because the arrow is basically it could be the arrow's fucked up. Shit. The arrow's attached to the static mesh, isn't it? Attach. So This could be an issue. Never mind. We did it. There we go. Ball game's back, guys. It only works if you don't use a vector for your controller, but who gives a shit? Unless I play a jump. That is not what I wanted to do. I'm saving this, by the way. I can just copy all of this. Copy. I mean, I think the car guys, I honestly didn't even know I could do that. I wasn't aware that was a thing I was able of doing. You have to get a Z-axis here. Add an impulse, press on not A, but the space bar. Okay, bumpy bubble. So, let's compile. Delete this. Delete this. I'm gonna keep that. There's no scale option, is there? Do that. Boom. Shape material. Probably should have installed all of those. Bump, bump. Try this out. The camera needs a little bit of work. Also, the logistics of $100. Problem is the camera arm, the spring arm is attached to static mesh, whereas it actually should probably be attached to the arrow. Never mind. This is why you don't want to attach it to the arrow. Like if you want it to be a single screen. That's attached to the arrow. The problem I'm having is, since it's not upon rotation, I'm moving with a lot of camera lag. Or with not enough camera lag. Camera collision. And this sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, it falls a point on the sphere rather than the middle. And the thing is I don't think... Let's see... Ring arm. I don't think there's... Here's the thing. Do I need a spring arm? Like, do I actually need a spring arm? I've never really tested it out. Just try it out. Well, apparently you need a spring arm, guys. What's the benefits of letting Microsoft acquire another multi-billion-dollar company? The argument they have, they are arguing for the consumer Game Pass. or just, I guess, getting getting the company out of, getting Activision out of all of this. Because I think that's what a lot of people want. Personally, you know, I think there's a lot of concerns. This is actually pretty, I'm not hating this, guys. I'm not actually really hating this, if the static mesh was a little bit larger and a little bit shinier. Let's change this to 5. Compile. And what? Come on. What did I change? Static mesh, arrow, static mesh. Bring arm. Compile. Fuck me. I didn't think I changed anything. What should we do now that Xbox owns America? Well, we all gotta go buy our Xboxes now. They did it. They won. We'll find out. Arrow, static mesh. Static mesh, arrow. The arrow cannot be tied to the static mesh. Spring arm cannot be tied to the... Okay. This should work. If it doesn't, I suck. Is it colliding with something? Like Blumpo has a camera right here. Why isn't it simulating Blumpo's camera when we start? Phil's probably gonna revive Hexen. Honestly, I think he did yeah, he probably did just for that. Fuck me. What happened? We were doing so good. This whole thing was working out hunky dory. I don't even know where I'm. Fuck this. This getting rough. Where's my scene roots now? Does anybody know by any chance? I'm gonna assume not. Dragon Quest 11. Yeah, I want to play Yakuza. Am I having fun? No, I'm not having fun. I lost my stupid ass. I'm gonna be so pissed if it worse now. Ugh. Like, yeah, I don't know, guys. I think I'm getting close to doing something. This is clearly nothing, but I'm glad you guys could have joined me for this adventure. I'm probably gonna bop off, gonna go leave now because Blumpo's not working and it's angering me. I'm gonna rage quit Unreal Engine. Once I figure out where Blumpo is. Where is the view? Like, I have the viewport. Why do I not have variable function? I don't need that. Palette. There we go. Okay, one last test. Really enjoyed it. Why torture? I don't know why. I don't... Like, the idea here would be... It worked! It worked! Just, it's like... The only thing I can think of at this point... Delete the camera altogether. Just fucking... I don't know. Put a camera actor just up here. Some shit. I don't know. $270. Camera actor would track the location position of this actor. Go into project settings. Do we have a camera actor? Of course we don't have a camera actor. Why would we have a camera actor? What happens if I press play? Can't I just... Player 1. Am I player 1 or am I player 0? Try player 0. Wow. That is astonishing that worked. Now all we need is this to have pawn control. Or controller. I want to have to change the class settings. Yes, appreciate. Oh, this is not Unity. This is Unreal. I just don't have, So... Why is Blumpo not working now? Did I accidentally change Blumpo as the... Nope, Blumpo's there. Auto-possess player 1. Player 0. Player controller. File. Oh guys, we got a movement. The only problem is, it makes no sense whatsoever. Isn't the arrow based off of a objective, like... Why? What? Why? Why Blumpo? That doesn't make any sense. World rotation, turn value of arrow. Arrow is based on... You know what we could do? I'm sure there's a better way to make a top-down shooter. Like, there's clearly a better way. I just think what we need to do is we need a way to link the camera with like a camera boom rather than it being just a spring arm. Is that an option here? Video game thing. Do. Looking. Is this why games take 5 years? No. I mean, honestly, yes. Usually they're supposed to have a little bit better grasp on it than whatever that's doing. Could it be the fact that we're multiplying the impulse by 1,000 based on the world? See, we're adding an impulse. What if we should add a rotational? Six. That's radiating out from a specific point. Force a location. Center of mass. Mass. I don't think you can apply, I guess you could apply it from rotational here. Making a game. I'm making a terrible video game. I don't even want to make a game. I just want to get to a point where Blumpo is working. Just slightly. Is the camera actor ruining it? Oh, there you go. Well, it works. It's perfect now. Like, it doesn't even recognize once the impulse is ended. Is it something to do with the arrow? Relation. That could be it. That could be it. That is almost what I want. I'm not even joking, that's almost what I want. We're back to, we're gonna need a little bit more than that. Okay, maybe not that much. And... come on! Yeah, we got that issue of the... This isn't Unity, menu maker. This is Unreal. I just have a processing effect on it, so it looks a little bit funny. I mean, I could make it look better. I don't know if they support... I can make it look better. but I need more lights. So the biggest issue is the center of mass of Blumpo needs to be, or the center of the sphere is what we're looking at. Spring arm is not tracking target length, target arm length. Just had an idea. Oh, that's not it. The only thing I could think of is this. I think I figured it out. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier. Be tired or something. So we change the visibility of this. Have a sphere that should be. Where's our sphere? Is he not visible? Oh, that's terrible. Okay, let's just have another static mesh. Yeah, don't crash. Okay. So we duplicate static mesh 1. This one has no physics. This is full. Enter. I should take a break. It's 2:30. I mean, I can get center to boom boom. Multiple. Statue last. Okay. Do you have any emissives? Nope. Of course we don't. It's gonna do solid blue. And save, and yeah, so that's why bring the arm needs to be tracking the center, which is tracking that. We compile, and still not working. So that's that rotation. That rotate. Does center have any physics at all? Collision presets. No collision. Ever effect navigation. Visible. Shadow. No collision. Physics. Blah, 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 blah. Gravity. Stationary. If I put it at stationary, it's gonna cause them change the mobility of everything else. Yeah, because that's still reading that as a center mesh. How did I solve this before? Like, okay. There's something wrong with the spring arm. We've checked it so many times. Sure. I wonder if you can lock... What if you could lock the rotation... Lock the spring arm to a certain... Set... Location... Absolute location... Set... World location... And it would just be... 1,000, get X Z. Is this an integer? That's not an integer. 1,000. And try it. Wow, that's so great. There's literally nothing. My music stopped. I'm going to absolutely quit once I figure this out. I'm not quitting until I figure this out. I've spent too much time doing this. I'm picking a new genre of jazz. Anyone has any suggestions? Natural length of the spring arm. There are no collisions. Hope you the best. See you, Zane. Yeah, I'm tired too. I just wanna... The alternative is I'd have to, like... You guys see what the issue is, right? There's a rig rail. Try this one last time before I leave. 270. And we are going to subclass. Lumpo. Okay. So the idea here is that sets location, actor location, there's an actor. This is super lame. Nope. That's definitely not right. I'm going to see a Zane. I'm not getting this done, am I? Still glitching out. Something's finally happening. I mean, no. What it is I'm, I'm trying to get it where the origin of where the camera's tracking isn't the center of the ball, it's some point on the outset of the sphere. And it'd be cool if it didn't do that. I know there's a way to solve it. But I don't know what it is. That sucks. I'll have something better next time, guys. Yeah, I'll figure this out. So much blumpo. I think I like the idea of making the game. If I can get the basic setup of a game, building levels should be really easy inside Blender or whatever. But I don't know. Yeah, you just joined the stream. I mean, the streams would go over 3 hours. I'm sorry. My plan is tomorrow I'll probably play a real game, but I will also consider trying to figure out whatever issue I got going on there. Before I go, I guess I'm going to check and see if any news actually happened. Everyone's still here. Help. Other than The Last of Us Part 2 remaster on PS5 was just leaked by the game's composer. I guess that makes sense. That's about it. Well, guys, sorry it's been a slow stream. Tomorrow I'll play an actual game. Yeah, sorry it's been slow. I got on way later than I wanted to. I'm probably gonna try to get on like at early tomorrow and actually play a game. But that's the way it goes. Thanks guys though.